thought I would put as a supplement to the video that I put up to your previous video about the Oilers' struggles. I watched a couple of clips from episodes of TSN's That's Hockey, and the claims that to main host Gino Reda, Marty Biron, a retired ex-goalie, made about the Leafs and Oilers goalie pairs. Biron claimed that with Joe Woll injured and out for who knows how long, who knew how long, Tony Stolarz, who had backed up Sergei Bobrovsky when with the Panthers last season, had become, by default, the main Leaf goalie. I don't blame Biron for that. I don't blame Biron for having made that claim because, well, Dennis Hilderby had never before this season played in a regular season or playoff game at the NHL level for any team. Yes, Hilderby, nicknamed the Hildebeest, had done quite well, having allowed just 2 goals in a 4-2 Leaf win over the New Jersey Devils. And that was a road game, so yeah. So yes, I don't want to say that Hilderby is going to be a star, but also that there's early hope. That's not the case with the Oilers in terms of the Stanley Cup hangover. I mean, Marty Biron claimed that the Oilers need to turn things around relatively soon. Well, yeah, because the Oilers are just, otherwise the Oilers just drop like a stone. And I look at very parallels between the 2021-22 Habs and this season's Oilers. So the Habs started off with 4 straight losses all in regulation. The Oilers have started off this regular season with 3 straight losses, and all those losses to the Oilers by country miles. Again, I mean, there's still time for the Oilers to get back into the mix of a playoff hunt and all, but they don't have a lot of time. They don't have an indefinite amount of time after all. From the from the song, late Jerry Reed song, Eastbound Down, and various iterations, among them Westbound and Down, was a very interesting line, and quote, and a short time to get there. Yes, exactly. That is the one. Short time to get there is, if I would be thinking about that if I were a fan of the Oilers. Short time to turn things around, because otherwise, if the Oilers don't do so relatively soon, they could be out of the playoff picture by mid-November. And we're not talking about just maybe like a 2-3, or maybe 6 to 8 points out, but perhaps 14, 16 points out of the nearest playoff spot. And who wants that? Remember the Habs, 2021-22, were forced into a rebuild effectively because they slumped down so much. By the time the Habs had finished playing what would be their last game of that season, GM was new. There was a new GM, Ken Hughes, and au revoir, Marc Bergevin. Head coach Dom Ducharme out the door in favor of Marty St. Louis, a Hall of Famer and a retired ex-Bolts winger. Yes, I remember Marty St. Louis more for when he played with the Bolts, or had before his head coaching stint with the Habs, than for head coach of the Habs. Now it's a bit more head coaching stint. I mean, this is not. Yes, I know the Habs did not play all that great against the Pens, losing 6-3. It's been kind of inconsistent. It's been 1 win, 1 loss, 1 win, 1 loss. So yes, Habs have a 2-2-0 win regulation loss, OT loss, shootout loss record in non-preseason play since last season for them ended. But again, the Oilers have some serious issues. Sens have issues with goaltending because beyond Linus Ullmark, I said a bit more in a previous video, that yes, the Sens just don't have some serious questions in goal. But also, It's also about defense, and it was a failure from top to bottom. Indeed, Sid Cicero, and on an April 2020 episode of CTV Toronto's Breakfast TV, broadcast not even 12 hours after the Raptors had lost their final game of their 2022-2023 season, got to claim that season of the Raptors had been, quote, a group failure, unquote. Well, with the Oilers, group failure, at least in the roster, from top to bottom. Just like those Raptors. Well, different type of failure, but again. The Habs is also kind of a failure. Yeah, they scored 3 goals, but I said in a previous video that it's still not great. Anyway, I'm going to wrap things up. And very interesting to find out what happens to Canada's NHL teams with the Canucks, Oilers, Jets, Leafs, and Sens having playoff aspirations, while the Flames and Habs aren't really expected to see playoff action. Well, who knows? We'll have to see what happens. But anyway, I'm going to say goodnight. And I'm going to upload this video ASAP.